the bread of life. Jesus is the victim offered for our sins on the cross. Jesus is the sacrifice at Holy Mass for the sins of the world and mine. And at the core of our faith is our Eucharist. And so tonight, that's our point of reflection. You've been there, you've had those moments. You've had the ups and the downs of liturgy. You've had the ups and downs of music and preaching and do whatever. And yet, by and large, you keep coming back. I think there's something that draws you back. I think it's the Lord. I think you keep coming back because you know there's something that you will be given that is of great preciousness to you. The very presence of Jesus Christ. We believe that this saving event in Jesus' life is sacramentally represented so that we can enter into it again and again and again. To enter into the saving act of Jesus Christ on our behalf, so that we might believe that we are saved, that we may live as if we believe that. When we hear the words, "This is my body given for you and my blood poured out for you," what does that really mean in our Catholic understanding? It's part of what we want to reflect on this evening. You know, that's an incredible claim, is it not? This is my body given up for you. This is my blood poured out for you, as we hold up a small wafer of bread and a chalice of wine. It's a mystery that's been talked about, it's been studied, it's been prayed about, it's been questioned, it's been denied. It's been the source of discussion ever since the time those words were spoken for the first time at the Last Supper.
Sell your cleverness and purchase bewilderment, and then you will know the true God. Sell your cleverness and purchase bewilderment, and then you will know the true God. And that, I would say, is the fundamental posture of faith, which I'll share some of my thoughts on tonight, as we approach the mystery of God, the mystery of creation, the mystery of the Eucharist. In Catholic lingo, we call what we're doing tonight mystagogy. Mystagogy, which means now that you've tasted the mystery of the sacraments, of baptism, of confirmation, of Eucharist, now that you've tasted them and experienced them for yourself, now let's really dive down. Let's really look at what these are all about. Not until you've experienced the living God can you begin to really reflect on who He is in your life. So that's what really we're doing tonight, is we're diving down. Space is far bigger than we ever imagined. How big is it? You remember about 3.5 months ago, 4 months ago, the scientists came out with their new discovery about how many stars are out there? How many? 300 sextillion stars, which would be something like this in that order of insanely large numbers. They guess that there are probably about 500 to 800 billion galaxies, each containing about 500 billion stars. That's how big the creation that came from that is. Wow. Isn't that incredible? From the little teeny mites in the crack to that. What must this God be like that made those 300 sextillion stars? Certainly that God would not be lying on an altar in a tiny piece of unleavened bread. Or maybe He would.
We come to this altar again and again to enter into the saving act of Jesus Christ on our behalf, so that we might believe that we are saved, that we may live as if we believe that. But you know what? You and I live in the midst of mystery all the time, every day. Life itself is such a huge mystery. These bodies of ours, that they actually work and function and take us where we want to go and do what we want to do. That's a great mystery to us.